It's the Mom Show. I'm Kristin Cruz. Happy holidays. We are in full swing. Cody and I were just, Cody, my producer here at KHTS, we were just talking about Christmas shopping last minute. Right now, when you're listening to this, I have a feeling that you either are panicking on your way to the mall or also multitasking on Amazon trying to get that Prime shipping to get the... Now, they're still doing that, Cody? They're going to get it here by Christmas?
At least they were yesterday when I ordered, so.
All right.
I can guarantee that. It was yesterday.
He can guarantee that his yesterday information was accurate.
My orders are on time. That's
there you go. Yeah. Cody, well, if you're a friend of Cody's or a family member, then you're good. Everybody else, we don't know really. I'm Kristin Cruz. I'm so happy to be spending some time with you before we take a quick break. Next week, I think we're actually going to be on again. I don't think we're actually missing any days for the holidays because Christmas falls on a Monday for us. So we should be good. And thank goodness, because moms connecting is something that we can't really take a break on. We are moms 24/7. If there were 25 hours in the day, we'd be 25/7. And by the way, the days feel long. I'm on break with my kids, people. It is 3 weeks off with kids at home. Hello. And how are you doing with that? I have a couple of friends, actually, Safety Mom was supposed to call in last week. And then, of course, my son had the flu. And so we couldn't do the show, which is what the greatest thing about being able to do live and local radio with people that you like, who understand when you get a call from the school and you have to pick up your child with the flu. So that was very nice of everyone here to understand that. And then, of course, Kathy Copcutt, the Bel Air mommy, called in with her Star Wars review, which was awesome. And you can go ahead and hear that on the Hometown Station's website. But as I go way off track, but we couldn't do the show with Safety Mom, and she will be calling in hopefully next week and giving us some updates. But she is still in the throes of classroom holiday parties right now. We were just texting this morning, and she was on her way to her daughter's party. So, I mean, like, it's kind of, which one would you rather? Would you rather still be doing that? Because we wrapped up all our holiday parties in the classroom last week. Or would you like to start on that long journey of winter break with the kids at home? Thank goodness for soccer camp, right? Can I get a high five? So let's talk parenting. It only makes sense to go ahead and get a parenting expert on with us to talk us through this long winter break. And there's so much going on during the holidays. I mean, your parenting game really has to take a step up. It gets intense. And we've got entitlement stuff. We've got my kids, the things that my kid's asking Santa for, I swear. Izzy asked immediately for a cat. And we tried to tell her no live animals, just off the bat, please. He's also asked for a pony and a gecko. So I'm just saying, we're going through it all. And then there's the meaning of giving, of sharing, of trying to teach our children what the holidays are truly about. There's juggling schedules. We've got working parents. My husband isn't going to be home on Christmas, actually. He's a firefighter. And so there's that. There are family relationships. My daughter really wants my mom to be there on Christmas morning, and there's that whole thing, which I love, and my mom and I are very close. But there are those other relationships around the table when you're having your Christmas dinner. You got to think about so many things as a parent. Where, like I said, sometimes you got to step up your game. And luckily, we have Mercedes San Mateo on the phone with us. I may not be saying your last name right, Mercedes, but I do know that you're an awesome parenting expert, and we are lucky to have scooped a little bit of time from you. Mercedes, how are you today?
I'm well. Thank you so much for having me on.
Oh, thanks for calling in. I know last week you were at a conference and you're super busy. Mercedes is the shame-proof parent coach, and she really is on a mission to end parenting shame, which I think we could all use. She's author of the best-selling book, Shame-Proof Parenting, and also a speaker and licensed I think also a licensed social worker as well. So she's got the paperwork to back it up. She's got the plaques hanging on the walls. So Mercedes and I have been trying to coordinate something for a while now to have her on the Mom Show. And I cannot, sometimes everything just falls into place perfectly for a reason. I think right now, Mercedes, as we're all settling into the idea that we're going to be home with our kids for a few weeks and trying to figure out how how to do that, to be quite honest, is a perfect time to have you on the show. Before we jump into getting some really great parenting advice from you, I just want to check in and see how your holidays have been going. I mean, you're so busy with work, but have you had a time to get any holiday shopping done?
Well, that's the benefit of online shopping. I literally was like, let me get on Amazon, let me see when's the last day I can get stuff, and got like everybody's stuff. So hopefully within the next day or two, everything will be coming in.
See? Amazon
So
shopper.
Very helpful.
I'm telling you, like Cody and I were just talking about that exact thing. You know, we romanticize the shopping, like in the movies, and we're on like, we're in New York City and we're bundled up with scarves, and we're gonna just like pop into the department store at Bergdorf's and pick up some, yeah, okay. That's
No.
and hum carols and everything is going to be hunky dory. That's just not happening. I'm going to get my drive through Starbucks and I'm hitting my phone and I got my Amazon. I mean, times are changing and we just need to get it done. We're busy parents, man. So I'm glad you've got that all wrapped up. And do you have any holiday plans with the family, Mercedes?
Yes, we will be with my husband's family on Christmas Eve, and then I'll be spending time with my great aunt on Christmas Day.
Oh, that's lovely. Is she local, your great aunt?
She is.
How
She is
fun.
local, yes.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's a great thing that you can do with the family. All right, so your plans are set. It sounds like you're not traveling on a plane. Thank goodness for that, because everybody who's traveling on a plane, good luck to you. It is crazy time to be doing stuff like that. Another romantic notion for the book, right? Yes, but
Right.
still not all that practical. But we're talking practical parenting tips. Now, shame-proof parenting from Mercedes has been around for a little while. You may have seen it on social media. She's very active on Twitter, and she's always joining other groups and working with other parenting experts, and very active in that area. So this is something you may have heard of before, but if you haven't, maybe Mercedes, you can describe or define what shame-proof parenting is in your own words.
Yeah, so shame-free parenting is this idea that you are not allowing external forces to dictate how you connect to yourself, your parenting identity, and your family and your children. I think in a world where people are always kind of able to nitpick and judge what a parent does, it's really important for a parent to kind of cut that stuff out for a while and get back in tune with who are they? How do they want to run their family? How do they want to run their family? And how they're connecting to their children, and not so much worrying about what other people think, but really worrying about what's really important to their relationship with their children and themselves.
So when it's called shame-proof parenting, it's really we're shaming ourselves as parents?
I think it's a little bit of both, yeah. So it's this idea that there's obviously external shame, right, that comes from family members, if your kids are school-age, from the school, from social media. There's all this shame kind of around what you're supposed to be doing as a parent. And then I also think that parents are a little hard on themselves because I think we all come into the parenting world thinking, I'm going to be this type of dad, I'm going to be this type of mom. And then you actually bring a kid into the world and you realize that your kid is a separate human who doesn't always allow you to do all of those fantasy things you wanted to do. And so I think sometimes parents can shame themselves and thinking they're a bad parent because they're not able to do or achieve some of the things they wanted to do before they brought a child into the world. And so the idea of shame-proof is not that you're ever going to be shame-free, right? Shame is kind of a part of our world because all humans have judgments and opinions. But you want to be able to shame-proof your family, in a sense, and shame-proof your parenting where you're not allowing that shame to kind of insidiously weave itself into how you relate to yourself as a parent and how you relate to your children.
Right. I think that's important. I know it's hard not to be judgy, even just myself. Like I can be, and it's hard not to do that. I get it, and especially before I had kids. I mean, I think we can all divulge the secret that pre-kids, we were pretty judgy single people, right? You look around and you're like, seriously, lady, you can't get your kid to stop crying on the plane and things like that. Well, we didn't know that. The little tender ears can, be hurt by the pressure of a flight, and maybe every new mom doesn't know exactly how to deal with that, or, there are so many different things that we didn't think about. Who didn't sleep last night? Why? Who's sick? Who's got this and that going on? And we're super judgy. But now as parents, and I have to say, as a mom, it has really opened me up. I mean, I was the last person in the world who I thought would have kids, honest to goodness. But when I did, upon becoming a mother, I did look at other people differently, thinking, well, maybe she didn't sleep last night. Maybe he maybe he had a cold. Maybe, this and that. There are all kinds of other things going on that you don't know about that are happening with other parents. So looking at that mom with the kid throwing a fit in aisle 7 at the grocery store,
Exactly.
right? You don't know what's happening there. You don't know the scenario, what they're dealing with, what that kid has. So I think we definitely need to put shaming each other away, even if it's just with a glance or a look, and you know what I'm talking about. That's not cool for each other. And then being easier on yourselves, absolutely, as a parent. So shame-proof parenting can be basically, we can fix our parenting skills in 30 seconds or less with Mercedes. Right, Mercedes?
Yeah, sure, totally. That's a Christmas miracle, right?
That's right. Well, Mercedes has been featured on so many different shows and different websites. And if you do hashtag shameproof parenting, you'll also find her. You can go to shameproofparenting.com. But she was also featured on a website that we like a lot, 30 Seconds. And 30seconds.com, and in it we found some great advice from her that we just wanted her to kind of go a little deeper into for us while she's spending time on the Mom Show. So let's do that. And literally, obviously you want to read the book cover to cover, because that's where you're really going to do your work, as a parent, right? But there are some tips that we can walk away with today by the end of the show that you can actually apply to your life today, before Christmas, before the next meltdown, before the next feeling guilty, before all of those things, and maybe avoid some of that even. So let's go through that, Mercedes. Shame-proof parenting, focusing on helping parents connecting to ourselves. And the first thing that you have on the list, which I thought was really interesting, was empathy for yourself and others. Explain why this is so important to you.
Well, because I think it goes back to what we were talking about, when you were saying that it's hard to be judgy. I think when you start to have empathy for yourself and you don't judge yourself so harshly, it allows you to open up a space to say, well, if I'm having a hard time and I'm giving myself space for making mistakes and learning from these mistakes, I wonder if other moms and other families and other dads are also having a hard time. And so I think if you start with that self-empathy, it just says, oh, wow, I did make a mistake. I didn't buy the right gift. I forgot to get the Christmas tree for the last minute. I wonder if there are other parents who are doing the same thing. And it allows you to kind of have that empathy for others as well.
Right. Yeah, that is totally, and it's funny because that I was talking about that, and that's on the top of your list. I think that is a really important one. We're all in the same boat here, whether it's sinking or floating. We're together, so we need to remember that. Now, awareness is the next, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's take you through 6 steps, okay, guys? We're going to take you through 6 steps as moms, from a parenting expert, from a licensed social worker, from an award-winning, best-selling author. Mercedes is going to walk us through these quick 6. So, awareness. Why is awareness making the list next?
So, again, with this idea of when you have awareness, you begin to understand that something might not be working out. So I tell parents, when you start to feel very judgy of yourself, of the parents, when you start to be very short with your children or your partner or other family members, I think in that moment to develop some awareness that something is amiss. I usually can handle this, but for some reason today, everybody's getting on my nerves. And once you start realizing that and you don't jump right to, okay, I'm going to start grounding everybody and everybody's putting their iPads up and we're done for the day, you start to realize something maybe amiss. Something maybe I'm missing on the schedule. Maybe we've packed on too much. Maybe something in my own health, in my own body that I've been ignoring that's making me short. And so I really like to help my parents develop that awareness of themselves and of their families. So when things are starting to get very short and everyone's starting to get on each other's nerves, you don't jump right to punishing and yelling at each other, but you jump to, okay, something might be going on. Let's all stick together and try to figure this out together.
That's really, that reminds me a lot of what Alex Urbina talks about. Yeah, on his show on Fridays, same time, same place. One day later, he does his parenting show, and he talks about being aware. Awareness is huge key, and it just it blows my mind because I think, well, how could you not be aware? But then, gosh, think about your own parents, guys. I mean, it was a different generation, but I feel like, wow, my parents were so not tuned in. So not tuned in. I got away with so much stuff. No, I'm kidding.
Joking, not joking.
Yeah, right? Hashtag joking, not joking. All right. Well, we have gone through our top 2 on the list, but we've got 4 more important fast points from Mercedes, and she is the shame-proof parenting expert. We're going to take a quick break. We want to continue with Mercedes because she's bringing the knowledge for us so we can actually walk away from this mom show and into a crazy busy mall parking lot where we're never going to find a space. But we're going to be able to keep her cool because Mercedes is here with us and she's going to walk us through how to handle these things through the holiday rush and craziness. So Mercedes, can you hang out with us a little bit longer?
Yes, I can.
All right, great. All right, we've got parenting experts for you to help you get through the holidays on the Mom Show. We'll be right back on your hometown station, KHTS.
Little Eye Leaders is the newest preschool in the Santa Clarita Valley. At Little Eye Leaders, our outstanding teachers lead with intellect, perspective, and heart. That means our programs provide a warm, nurturing atmosphere to meet the unique needs of each child. We believe that play is a powerful form of learning for young children. That's why our kids have every opportunity to learn through the magic and excitement of play. Parents, schedule a tour today by calling 303-0400 or online at littleeyeleaders.org.
Olive Terrace Bar and Grill is the hottest new Mediterranean fusion restaurant in Santa Clarita with unique delicacies like seafood right off the boat, mouth-watering prime steaks, artesian sandwiches, delicious pastas, and tasty kebabs. Unwind on their cozy outdoor patio at their weekend champagne brunch. Full menu and weekly specials at oliveterracebarandgrill.com. Check out their full bar and happy hour daily specials in Valencia on Copper Hill and Newhall Ranch Road by LA Fitness. Olive Terrace Bar and Grill, delicious food seasoned with love.
The Santa Clarita Artists Association has a new gallery in downtown Newhall on 6th Street between Main and Railroad, right across from the Canyon Theater Guild. The gallery features our members' paintings, sculptures, and one-of-a-kind handcrafted gift items. Whether you're an art lover, buyer, or an artist wishing to join, visit our website at santaclaritaartist.org, come to our free monthly meetings at Barnes & Noble, or stop by the gallery. For upcoming events and exhibits, check us out at santaclaritaartist.org. We make visual art visible.
Hi, this is Wendy Hassenflug, yoga and wellness entrepreneur. I'm excited to share one of the best kept secrets in Santa Clarita. Top Out Climbing Gym is one of my favorite places. Rock climbing is exceptional for building upper and lower body strength, and it improves your flexibility. Almost anyone can rock climb, and you don't have to be super fit to climb. You'll build strength and stamina while having fun at the same time. Get over to Top Out Climbing Gym in Center Point and challenge yourself to new heights.
Drugs or alcohol abuse can tear a family apart. In Santa Clarita, just like everywhere else, it's an epidemic. The Way Out Recovery is here to help. Call them now at 296-4444 or visit them on the web at thewayoutrocoveryscv.com. The Way Out offers outpatient treatment for adolescents, adults, and family members. The Way Out is compassionate, caring, professional, and confidential. You and your family don't have to suffer any longer. Call the Way Out Recovery now, 296-4444, or visit thewayoutrocoveryscv.com and make an appointment. Asking for help is the first step.
When it's time to improve your game, it's time for Roger Dunn. Roger Dunn Golf Shops have all the top brands with professional assistants who will actually guide you with helpful advice. They've got it all. The brand names, the apparel, accessories, clubs, training equipment, videos, GPS rangefinders. It's the one store to find the perfect gift for your golfing enthusiast. Roger Dunn is the only Santa Clarita store where you can trade up your equipment. Improve your game. Roger Dunn on Main Street in Old Town Newhall.
Your hometown station.
It's the Mom Show with Kristin Cruz here. Thanks so much for joining every week with a new, fresh episode with my mom tourage friends that help us get through being a mom on a daily basis, including coffee, girlfriends, and wine. Those things help as well. Sometimes our husbands and a babysitter. Mercedes San Mateo. Mercedes is a parenting expert that I've known for a while on social media. Mercedes, how do I say your last name correctly?
Samudio.
Samudio. For darn sakes, it's Samudio. All right. It's like Susudio. All right.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Samudio. Okay, I got that now. Mercedes is the author of Shame-Proof Parenting, award-winning, Amazon best-selling, and she's a licensed clinical social worker who has really been able to break it down for us in the area that we need most, I think, because the Mom Show is based on bringing moms together. So is parenting without shame. No shaming each other. You know, Mercedes, it's interesting. We're going through 6 hot points that Mercedes giving us to walk away with this show with some new parenting strategies. And we've gone through 2. We've got 4 more. But before we jump back into it, Mercedes, you know, it makes me think of celebrity moms. And I'm friends with so many celebrity moms. We've had celebrity moms on the show, and I know it's kind of a silly title, celebrity mom. Like, I get it, but you know what I'm talking about. The moms who have been in media, and they're under the watchful eye of absolutely everybody judging them. From Britney Spears driving her kids without a seatbelt to, you know, Selma Hayek breastfeeding a baby that's not hers, you know, an adopted child or whatever. You know, the shaming is unreal. When you see those stories, I mean, as an expert in this area, what are you thinking?
Well, I think it's what you just said. Like, it's this idea that because of social media and because celebrities are always, I think the media is just always kind of going to be in that judgy mindset. I think one of the things that I love about some of these moms is that they actually talk back. I know one, as you were talking, that I love who talks back is Chrissy Teigen. Like, I love her clapbacks when she's like, look, guys, don't tell me how to raise my daughter. I'm doing the best I can. I have the supportive people I need around me. And when I need help, I'll ask them. I don't really need all of these internet trolls telling me how I should put a diaper on my baby or how I should cover her up when we go out. Or I even remember when Kerry Washington went out to Disneyland with her husband. People were like, where is your baby? And it's like, she's with a nanny. Why can't they still go on dates? Like, what is happening here? So I love when our celebrity moms and dads say, look, we have our village. We'll get support where we need it. And if we really need your help, we'll ask. You know, like, I love that.
Yeah, me too. I think that's great when they speak up like that. And what's the deal with judging them? Why are people why do you think as a professional, we're so ready to just pounce on them as parents, like bad parents?
I think there is this myth that once you become a parent, all of your humanness is pretty much nullified, and you become this perfect you have this perfect understanding of how to raise another human. And so I think when we look at celebrities, that's compounded on the fact that we already judge celebrities, especially celebrity women. We judge the way they look, the roles they take, their size and their dress code and all that stuff. And so I think when these women become moms, we also feel like we're allowed to judge them because they have everything, and there may be a little bit of like envy, jealousy, pettiness that's going towards it, but this idea that a celebrity is still a human, them being a celebrity or a parent hasn't nullified any of their humanness, and they still have to take care of their families with the same level of sanity and helpfulness and support that we all need. So, I think that it's mostly because people are just sometimes they're jealous or envious of celebrities and they don't know where else to put their anger, so they throw it at them.
Mercedes just speaks the truth, and she's just like, here's the deal. So even though, Kim Kardashian may call the paparazzi ahead of time before she arrives at a place with their kids, okay, we know the game. You still don't need to hate on her just because, she moms a certain way or she does her family. And it's not good for anybody to stir it up like that. Like, it's not good for the parenting community on a whole. No. So
I agree.
Yeah. So we're doing shame-proof parenting today. Mercedes Samudio on the phone with The Mom Show. We've gone through empathy and awareness, the importance of both of those. And this list will be also put up on the hometownstation.com podcast site, where that page has all of the archive shows for The Mom Show. Empathy and awareness. Now we have knowing needs. What's that about?
Yes. So I think this one is the one that gets overlooked the most in families. And this idea that almost, I would say actually every behavior that you see in a parent as well as in a child is that person trying to get a need met. Sometimes we're able to show a behavior or say something verbally that lets people know exactly what we need. And I think most of the time and other times we show a behavior, we say something verbally that is trying to get a need met, but we don't know how to say it the best way. So I take, for example, when moms yell, moms are yelling because they're tired and they're frustrated and they just need everyone to, kind of do whatever task was assigned to them.
Just do it.
And so we think, right?
Just do it. Just put your shoes on.
Exactly, right? And so that in that moment is the mom saying, I have a need. I need everyone to get their shoes on so we can get out of the door and get to where we're going.
Yes.
And
now,
again,
Mercedes, what if I state my need like 7 billion times and no one is listening to my needs?
Right. So here's the next piece of it.
Okay.
The other piece of it is, now what do the children need to get out of the door? You need shoes on. What do they need? Right?
I didn't even care. Who cares? No, I'm kidding. I'm going to be late. Put your shoes on.
And if I can be honest with you, you're not alone in that. And I think that's why knowing needs is a huge part of shame-proof parenting, because your children, most of the time, I would say 9 times out of 10, know what their parents' needs are, but very few times do parents stop or slow down enough to know what are their kids' needs. And I think that goes in line with their own needs as a parent. Parents are taught that kids come first, everybody else comes first. And I know for a fact that moms and a lot of dads too will say, well, I don't have to eat today. I don't have to go to the doctor. My kids have to go to the doctor. I don't have to eat. My kids have to eat. I don't have to sleep. My kids have to sleep.
That's right.
And you do all of that. And then at the end of the day, you're not checking in with your own needs.
So true.
So I think you learn how to ignore those. And in turn, you unintentionally learn how to ignore your kids' needs too. And so when you get to know, right?
That's a tough one. That's a big chunk that I have to swallow there. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Go on, please. Continue to make me feel horrible. No, I'm kidding. No. This is great. This is really good because, you're shedding a light on why these things happen, not just, like they're happening to all of us. Come on, guys. We all lose our temper a little bit. We all get, and it's shedding a light on why it happens so we can fix it, so we can tweak it, so we can do it better for the whole family and ourselves. Yes. Knowing needs.
I teach my parents that don't try to know needs in the morning when everyone is trying to get out, but maybe if you see, let's say over a week, that no one can get out of the house on time, then maybe over that weekend realize, okay, what does everyone need to get up between 6 in the morning and 7:30 or 8 whenever we get out of the door? What does everyone need? And to do that over the weekend when no one has to be anywhere, when everyone can kind of chill out and relax, even you yourself as a parent, sit down and say, well, what do I need to get up in the morning? Do I need my coffee? Do I need this? Do I need to go to the doctor?
Yes, I need my coffee.
At all? Like, what do I need?
Right.
Ask your kids that too. What do you guys need? Do you guys need coffee in the morning? I don't know. Like, what do you guys need? And just to see, what does everyone need between 6 o'clock in the morning and the time we leave the door to actually get shoes on, get clothes on, get in the car actually, and get to wherever we're going.
That's so true, because I think we have a picture in our head of, at least I know I do, how I think things will flow, how they could work if I just do these things and it's all going to work. They're all going to take their backpacks downstairs and we're all going to get in. We're all going to be on time. And it never happens the way I envisioned it happening. But I think it's because I'm not telling anybody else about my plan. And I'm not, right? I've got my plan in
too.
my own head, and I don't know what they need to make it happen or what I need to make it happen. I just know that that's how I want it to be. And that's the end of the story. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think one more other caveat to that is knowing that needs change. So what your kid needs, this school year might change, and what you need this week might change, and to be fluid with that. Because maybe last year everyone knew what to do, but this year, because someone's always at high school and so-and-so's in junior high and the other person's in college and everyone's at different states, they all need different things,
Oh my gosh. That is so true. It's constantly working. It's constantly evolving. It's constantly checking in. Yeah. Man, this was a big job we took on as parents. Okay. Much bigger than I think we thought. All right. Well, okay, so we've gone through empathy, awareness, and knowing needs. Can we talk about confidence? What do you mean by that?
Oh, my God. This one is probably one of my favorite ones to teach my parents, because the other 5, most parents understand, but very few parents feel confident in themselves. Very few parents know how to sit down and say, I do this really well, and my partner does that really well, and my mother-in-law does this really well, and we work together as a team to make sure that these kids get what they need. I feel like so much of the time moms are like, I have to do everything, and if I don't do everything right, then I failed as a mom, without realizing that doesn't make any sense for any human. No one can do everything. No one can do everything perfectly. And if we're being real, there's no such thing as perfection. Right? We're all kind of imperfect people just trying to get through life. And so I like to teach my parents how to find at least 3 things that you do really well as a mom, and then look out at your support system and find people in your life who maybe make up some of the other things that maybe you're not great at or you don't really pay attention to, but they are really good at doing that, and have those people be a part of your support, which we'll get to in a minute. But really saying, okay, I'm really good at doing homework, I'm really good at bedtime, and I'm really good at vacations and activities. Morning is not my deal. So maybe don't be over the morning routine. If morning is not your deal, let one of your other support systems help with the morning routine.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do, but I think that is so hard to let go as a mom.
It is. It is.
Man,
it is.
I have a tough time with that. I know I'm not good at stuff, and I still think that I got to do it.
I know. This is my favorite one to teach my parents, but it's the hardest one, because I think, and I'll be blunt, I think in our society, self-deprecating humor and that sarcasm is so heavily valued when you say, I'm proud of myself, people tend to think, oh, you think you're so great. And so then you shrink back in.
It's
but
so
I teach
true.
My parents, right?
Yes, it is. It really is. It is so much. Yeah. It's so much more accepted to be like the mom that is just falling apart. Like, oh gosh, I just stink at this. I'm horrible at this. It's so much easier to play that role than to have it together. That is so interesting. It's just not embraced.
No. And so even just say you're good at something. If you're good at baking, then cool, you're good at baking. Some moms are great at that kind of baking, Pinterest level stuff. Good for them. And the moms who aren't, you don't have to be mad at them, but you can say, well, I'm really good at shuffling all the kids. I don't mind having 2 kids in the car with me. I can deal with that.
Right.
Or one mom might be really good at doing the sports stuff because she loves sports, so she loves being there the whole time and shouting. And, it's like everyone has their stuff that they're good at. And you don't have to be mad at that other mom for doing the Pinterest stuff if you're better at doing the roll around the mud stuff. You know what I mean?
Yep. Don't hate on the other moms because they got something that you... And it's okay that we're all so different in our skill set. Do you think it would be... Would it be all right? And I feel like I kind of need to do this because... So I'm going to ask you if it's something that you think would be a good idea. To find those 3 things, let's say, that I'm good at as a mom, and even just saying that out loud makes you feel a little bit kind of good. You got to say, I have to say. So if I find these 3 things that I'm good at as a mom, would it be dorky to write it down on like 3 little Post-its and put it on my mirror or something? Because I feel like
no.
Okay. It was like a very 80s, like, I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, all right. So we could do that as moms today, maybe. We could take a minute and sit in the car before we go in the house and it's total chaos and go, okay, I am good at, let's say, 3 things as a mom that I really rock. And I'm going to write it down and I'm going to pin it up somewhere just so that I can be reminded of that. That would be a good idea.
I think it's perfect. I think that's a perfect idea.
All right, we're doing that today. I'm writing it down. I'm going to do it. I really am. And you know what? And I'm great at self-deprecating. Like, and I've been on the radio for many years. And you're absolutely right, Mercedes. In the entertainment industry, we are all about putting ourselves down because it's hilarious. And our bosses kind of like that. I have to say. You know, I mean, in other areas of the entertainment industry, they kind of go for that. But so it is a task, a real tough thing to grasp, to say, okay, no. I'm actually going to be the mom that has a few things that I totally jam at, like I'm amazing at. And let's find those and write it down. Oh my gosh, that's going to be so much fun. I can't wait. Now I'm excited to do this after the show. Okay. So we've gone with go ahead.
Can I throw something else out there too?
Yes.
What's fun about that is that once you do that and you get good at doing that, you actually open up a space to teach your kids how to be confident in themselves too.
Ooh, that's a good point, because what our kids are going to see us putting ourselves down all the time.
Yep. So then you can say to them, what are 3 things you're really good at? Especially if you have siblings, this is really good because siblings tend to think that there's always a favorite. But if you allow all of your siblings to say, what are you good at? Well, I'm good at this. I'm good at that. Well, she's good at that. Okay. And that way they all realize they each have 3 unique things that maybe they're not the same, and that's okay. But I can be good at math when my sister's good at English. I could be good at playing video games while my other sister's good at, baking or whatever.
Yeah.
But, they can find that because they've seen you do it.
Oh, my gosh. I love this. This is so smart. Okay, so I got so much out of just that one tip, and we have 6. So this is awesome. Okay, on the Mom Show with me, Kristin Cruz, we've got Mercedes San Mateo, who is author of Shame-Proof Parenting, and walking us through these great 6 points that we can just take away with us. Now, I recommend cover to cover on reading this book. And by the way, speaking of the cover, Shame-Proof Parenting, which you can pick up for like $15 online, or it's like totally reasonable. Get it on Amazon. It's award-winning Amazon book. But I love the cover. It's bright. It's happy. It looks like we're all working together. I love the cover. And I know that's a thing for authors. Like sometimes they're just
Thank you.
Yes, it's really it's beautiful. I love the colors.
Thank you.
Okay, so we went over empathy, awareness, knowing needs, confidence, which is the one I'm going to tackle after the show. And then we have 2 more. Resilience. Why is this important?
I think if you think about all the other ones we just talked about, especially confidence, knowing all those other pieces allows you and your family to have this level of resilience where you guys can bounce back after major things happen or even minor things happen in your family. What I see a lot is that because families don't know each other not enough, they don't have a lot of awareness or empathy for each other, and they definitely don't have confidence in each other, that when things happen, whether it be a bad grade, a divorce, a sibling rivalry, or a death in the family, it's really hard for them to get back to each other. And so when you have all of these together, it allows you and your family to say, we have had something really big happen to us, and we've had something happen to us, but let's all come back together because we know each other and we trust each other, and let's find our way back to each other.
That can be a tough one too.
Mm-hmm.
And I think sometimes that is also when you call for outside help as well.
It is.
Right. Sometimes,
I'm okay with that, definitely.
Yeah. Sometimes you need to turn to a professional, some family counseling, someone that can help you do that. I mean,
right.
To get through those kinds of things is sometimes, even if it's a school counselor, somebody at your church, something like that can help you work through those kinds of things. And then lastly, we have support, which seems like a no-brainer, but it made the list. So clearly it's not. Okay. So what's up with support, Mercedes?
You actually just kind of touched on it where, again, with resilience, it allows you to figure out if you guys can do it together or if you need to figure out some other external problem-solving support, right? So support looks like really figuring out who it is that you guys actually need. Do you need another family member? Do you need a community leader? Do you need another friend? Or do you need professional help? And I think all of those things should be a part of a family, especially a parent support system, not to rule out any of it. Like, don't say, well, we're not ready for therapy yet. Like, just say, okay, therapy is part of our support system. We have a family therapist or we know of how to get one, and that's there when we need it. We have a friend that can come over and hang out with the kids while we go on, on a date. We have a family member who can come over and really support us when things might be just kind of in disarray or going awry. Just even get someone bring you groceries sometimes helps so much. Even, just those kind of things where I think it's really important that parents learn and devise plans on how to get support, and to let your kids know who are the supports, because they might have to call, they might have to email those people for you for whatever reason.
Right.
So it's like a family thing.
Absolutely. They can see the choices that you make also as to where you're going to find your support, so they can learn to do the same thing. Oh, my gosh. Mercedes Samudio's book, Shame-Proof Parenting, is available at shameproofparenting.com, also on amazon.com. Thank you so much for dropping by the Mom Show and dropping knowledge for us, these 6 points that we can take with us. They'll be up on hometownstation.com. Check out the Mom Show podcast page. We've got it all there for you, so you can walk away with some really good tips that we can apply to our life right now. Mercedes, thank you so much. I can't wait to finish the show and write my list of 3 things that I'm good at as a mom. I've never done that before. It's going to be awesome.
Thank you so much for having me on.
Oh my gosh, Mercedes, I'm so excited. And I'll follow up on social media and see, let you know how that went for me and what those things were and kind of how that felt. And I'll follow up with that. Follow Mercedes at Shameproof Parenting on Twitter as well and on Facebook, and you'll see us as we talk. If you follow me too at Kristin Cruz, we chit chat and repost each other's and retweet each other's things. It's really, really good stuff. Mercedes, thank you so much for dropping by the Mom Show. I am so glad we finally got our schedules to work out, and thank you for everything that you've given us moms today. We really appreciate the work you do.
Thanks so much. See you later.
Thank you. See you later. Happy holidays.
You too.
We're on the Mom Show. I'm Kristin Cruz. Follow #EndParentingShame if you want to know more about Mercedes. And next, we have the Bel Air Mommy dropping by real quick. She was talking about Star Wars last week. Have you heard of that little movie that may have dropped in the theaters? Well, there's also something fun on DVD, digital release for the kids, just in time for the holidays. I have a quick one, too, that I want to throw in there that I recommend you get for the kids. And we'll just do a little movie wrap-up entertainment news for you coming up next with the Bel Air Mommy on The Mom Show on your hometown station, KHTS.
Drugs or alcohol abuse can tear a family apart. In Santa Clarita, just like everywhere else, it's an epidemic. The Way Out Recovery is here to help. Call them now at 296-4444 or visit them on the web at thewayoutrocoveryscv.com. The Way Out offers outpatient treatment for adolescents, adults, and family members. The Way Out is compassionate, caring, professional, and confidential. You and your family don't have to suffer any longer. Call The Way Out Recovery now, 296-4444, or visit thewayoutrocoveryscv.com and make an appointment. Asking for help is the first step.
KHTS AM 1220, Canyon Country, California, and K260CO, 98.1 FM, Santa Clarita, California.
Sweet, salty, tastiest, bacon and pancakiest, big yawns are okay, yummy syrups, yes way, butter pecan, blueberry, old-fashioned strawberry, never empty coffee pot. Mom says it hits the spot. Almonds are the fluffiest, Dad tucks the scruffiest, scrambled eggy, pepper shaky, orange juicy, wide awake, stuffed French toastiest, waffles with the mustiest, buttermilky, smoothie, silky taste, great love on a plate.
Which two are butted up right now? The station.
IHOP, everything you love about breakfast.
I listen to it all day, every day.
Hometown, your hometown station.
It's the Mom Show with Kristin Cruz. Thanks so much for checking in with us. We've always got great parenting tips happening, wonderful experts that drop by the show. I'm so lucky to gather up these people, scoop them up and get all of their knowledge, shake it out of them on the Mom Show. We just had the most amazing 6 steps to being a shame-proof parent from Mercedes Samudio. Please go to hometownstation.com and get those 6 steps for free. And you can also, of course, purchase her book, Shame-Proof Parenting. But this is a great way to implement some new stuff right now today and feel really, really good about it. I'm going to let you know how I do with my homework assignment for the day on social media. Follow me at Kristin Cruz. So my friend Kathy's on the phone. Kathy Copcut, how's it going?
I'm good, Mama. I'm recuperating from our kickboxing class.
Oh my gosh, Kathy and I went to a kickboxing class. Let me tell you what. And if you've gotten to know me, you know that I don't work out. I'm just gonna that's it. And it's end of my sentence. I don't work out. So, but the only time I do work out is when my friend Sarah, who is Beauty Mommy, she's the blogger called Beauty Mommy. Look her up. She's got fantastic wellness, lifestyle, and beauty strategies for moms. But she invites us to these crazy workouts. Am I right?
Yes.
They're crazy. They're going to kill me.
Fantastic, though.
They're fantastic. They're fantastic.
Right.
I feel so accomplished when I'm done. But she like throws us into the ring with people like herself who do these kinds of classes like effortlessly 3 or 4 times a week, where I work out like 4 times a year, and this time...
And you don't break out a sweat. Did you see her? She didn't break out a sweat.
I'm sure she didn't. Her makeup looked perfect. She's gorgeous. I mean,
gorgeous. I look like I had just stepped out of a hot sauna. I was like, oh my God.
I was going to die. I saw the picture that you posted of us, and my face was bright beet red. I'm like, really, Kathy? You gotta follow Kathy and I on social media. It's hilarious what we put ourselves through. But Box It Up was the place we went to. Thanks for hosting all of us influencers. There was a bunch of mommy bloggers and friends. We showed up. They gave us the most amazing class. Deja was a killer coach. You know, Deja's dad is kind of incredibly important in the music industry, by the way.
Yes.
Do you know that?
Absolutely amazing. Yes. Yeah. Well, with her moves, the way she was moving, I was like, okay, I've got...
Yeah.
I Googled her. Yeah.
Deja Riley's dad is Teddy Riley from Blackstreet, and wrote a ton of amazing and produced a ton of amazing music. And I was just like blown away by her energy and her music choices were too good not to have grown up in the music industry. You know,
Phenomenal.
I mean, she was just so on fire.
Listen, I was in pain. We walked out of class and I looked at her and I said, this is good pain, though. I mean, I was burning in places that I never thought that could actually burn. I was like, oh, my God.
You guys, you have to see what... Go to our Instagram pages and you'll check it out. But anyways, we survived, barely. My shoulders still hurt. I can barely, like, lift my arms up because it was boxing. It was real boxing, you guys.
Yeah.
So Kathy and I, it was like a comedy. But we were right next to each other, too. Somebody should have been taping us. But thank God they weren't. So Kathy, last week, Star Wars broke the movie theaters. Basically, as
it should.
Was it great? Cody, did you see it too? I didn't see it.
I have not seen it yet. I did hear Kathy's review though, so I'm excited about seeing it. I just have not made it there yet.
Yeah, me too. It's been so busy, but of course, we heard your review. It sounds phenomenal. A great send off for Princess Leia.
It was a phenomenal stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, don't make me cry. It was phenomenal. It was great. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So please check. Obviously, you want to check that out. Go on a date night. Get that one to the belt because it's not for little kids, right? I mean, we don't want to take the little.
No, I got to tell you, I think 8 and above is good because they'll understand it and they'll be part of it.
And don't ruin it for everybody else by bringing your 4-year-old.
No, please do not do that.
They're not gonna like you.
I'm all for the mommy theaters. Take them in the mommy theaters, but this is where it's got to be silent.
Okay.
Miss certain lines. You'll miss certain scenes if you're not paying attention. The last movie Carrie Fisher did. You don't want to miss this.
Yeah, no, I can't. And she is just one of my absolute icons. Always has been. One of my favorite authors. I love her books. I think the lady is brilliant. Brilliant. Yeah. All right. So we also have something coming to DVD that is perfect in time for Christmas. Kathy, tell us all about it.
It is phenomenal. It's Olaf's Frozen Adventure. It is available now and DVD. What to do is go to moviesanywhere.com, download the app on your phone, and what basically that is, you could put all your movies. If you sync up like iTunes and
I'm going to show everybody right now on Facebook what it looks like, too, because I have it on my phone.
Yeah. So if you download moviesanywhere.com and if you connect all your different outlets, they'll give you 5 movies for free. And then on top of that, go and download Olaf's Frozen Adventure. The movie is super cute. It's a 22-minute movie. However, when you download Olaf's Frozen Adventure, you get 6 classic Walt Disney cartoons.
What?
And they're super cute, super duper cute. And you know what? Yeah, it's an added bonus. And
I didn't know all this. This is great.
super cute. And so, but definitely download it's and there's 4 brand new songs in there, and so learning them and them over and over again because it's so
of course
animation. But it's such a cute movie.
Okay, Olaf, you've got it, and it's called Olaf's Christmas Adventure.
Frozen Adventure.
Oh, Olaf's Frozen Adventure, because he melts, so he needs to stay frozen.
Poor
guy.
Poor little Olaf. No, what Olaf is doing, Olaf is trying to find family tradition for Elsa and Anna to see, he's going around seeing what everybody's family tradition is, so he's gathering it up, trying to figure out what it is, and he wants to take it back to Elsa and Anna, and that's where the story takes off. This is the movie where when we were interviewing the cast, I had taken my little one with me, and Preston was so funny because I will say this, okay? So there's wolf scenes in there, right?
Yeah.
In one scene, Olaf goes into a cave, and you can hear the wolves howling, and so Preston, we were all asking questions, and Preston the whole time had his hand up, and I thought, oh my God, put your hand down, and then finally Josh Gad turns around as the interviews were wrapping up. Josh goes, she's had her hand up for a while, and she just has long hair. He's a he. And he goes, well, I'm stupid. I'm like, no, that's okay, And so he goes, well, what's his question? And Preston says, I was very scared for Olaf with the wolves in the cave. And Josh Gad is such a gentleman. He turned around and he goes, listen, we were all good friends. And he totally made it. He goes, we were all friends. We were all joking around. Everything was okay. The wolves and I hang out. I mean, he made it so much. It was wonderful in how he reassured him that, hey, we're buddies. And it was just so cute. It was so cute the way he handled the situation. Yeah. There's just a small scene in there that's just a little scary. It's scary because you don't see it, and as a child it probably is frightening because, Olaf's going into a cave with but nothing happens to him.
Okay.
It's cute.
Oh, I love that. Okay,
animation.
so Olaf's Frozen Adventure, check it out. Definitely download movies anywhere. I'm not getting paid to say that, but I've just discovered it last week myself as a mom, and it was brilliant because we have so many different tablets and phones and TVs, and all your movies can finally be in one place. Kathy Kopcut, you are the bomb. Bel Air Mommy. Big kisses. Mwah. I'll see you at the next crazy workout event that Sarah, the beauty mommy, takes us to.
Can't wait.
And I hope you have a very Merry Christmas. Love.
To you too, my love.
Okay.
To you and to everyone listening.
Bye-bye, honey. Okay, you got to follow Kathy Kopcut, BelAirMommy.com. That's it for the Mom Show before Christmas. Oh, I get to say Merry Christmas to you. I'm Kristin Cruz. Thanks for always being here every week. I have so much fun doing a live Mom Show about parenting and lifestyle. Thank you, Mercedes Samudio, ShameProofParenting.com. Check her out, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Go to hometownstation.com for more. This is KHTS.